Good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Thank you for being here. If you're new, come on in and say hello. Let us know in the comments. And don't forget to like and subscribe to our YouTube channels. It's really, really important. Welcome to Mystical Monday Musings.
No mooing today.
Good. Oh no, I got something else for today. It's good. Do you know what they say, Laura?
Yeah. What do they say, Elias?
Yeah. They say that good, good. When you're with Laura and I, it's good. I tried. It was
We
not.
have a jingle now.
It
Okay.
was good in my head. It was really good in my head, but didn't really come out the way that I thought. So, like, there's two little
Yeah.
samples, two people. There's a picture of me when I was young, picture of you, Laura, when you're young. And we're like, good. And I had a whole thing in my head, but doesn't really translate in the moment. So, okay.
All good.
Okay. All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Elias Patras. I'm an intuitive motivator, and I am on the Pacific Northwest in Washington State. And I'm here with my lovely co host.
Hi, everyone. I'm here, Laura Worcester, an intuitive medium, and I am on the East Coast. I'm in the Boston area. So,
Welcome, everybody.
welcome everybody. And just so you know, if you have a question that you want to ask, just put that in the comments while we get started here. We're going to pull some cards for everybody to start out with, like we usually do. But if you have a question for us, it doesn't always have to be a reading either. Maybe it's a question about intuition or psychic abilities or mediumship abilities, things like that, or even whatever comes to mind. Any kind of adjacent subjects to things that we talk about. So good morning, everybody.
Good morning. And maybe you'd like to hear Laura and my Irish accent abilities. Maybe you'd like to. Oh,
The,
Lucky Charms, they're magically delicious. That's about it.
the only thing I can do is turty twee. I just love.
I know, I
I
love
love
it.
when they can't say
Yes,
they say the th very differently. Turty
I
twee.
love it. I love it. Good morning, Jean. Good morning, Delora. Happy Green Day and not the band. Okay. Good morning, Carson. Like the haircut. Thank you very much. Good morning from Everett, Washington.
Morning.
Sharon, where is Everett? Where is Everett? I'm still 3 years here and still new to it. So, Ellen Jane, good morning. Gail, good morning. ICP Chemist, good morning. Good morning. Lisa, good morning. Thanks for being here. Meredith said, stick to the green. I know, since the two of you are Irish, I get it. I get it. You're lucky I didn't start to quote what's the movie? Oh, it's so good. It's back in the 90s and it was with um it's with that actress. And
That clears things up.
welcome to 60. Welcome to 60, everybody. It's that actress. I want to say her name is Minerva, but that's not it.
Okay.
Anyway, doesn't matter. Okay. She's like, it's like taking me to the top of the mountain. And that's about all I can say. But that's all right. Welcome everybody north of Seattle. Okay, excellent. Excellent. Mary Jane, good to see you. Thank you so much. About 20 miles north. Okay, I'm 3 hours away, so that's good. Beth, good morning. Good morning. Thanks for being here. So Laura, what information, what wonderful message for the week do you have?
Okay, so I pulled two cards today. So,
Oh, good.
yeah. So the first card that came up was the conflict and defeat card. Now you notice the blue around the edge. This is the mental level. All right. So, what this might mean is you might be feeling defeated or or in conflict in some way in your thoughts or in what's happening in your mind right now. But oftentimes when I have this card come up in a reading, it often indicates unfounded fears. It's like there's a bigger picture or a worse picture that you're conjuring up in your own mind. Um, that is different from reality. So that keep that in mind, all right, as you go about your week. Try. I mean, it's easy right now to kind of go there, but for anybody who's paying attention, but just know that always this is a reminder to focus back on what you know to be true and real and positive. The other thing too, the heart chakra card came up. So come back to the heart and a reminder of who you are, what you stand for, and also look for that evidence around you and the people around you that you love and that you share, um, the same mindset perhaps, but just, try not to fall into this and focus on this.
Mm,
And it's not to say, we often mention spiritual bypassing. It's not spiritual bypassing. It's not what we're looking at. It's more of the balance here, keeping that in mind. So what do you have, Elias?
Mary Jane said you just read her.
Oh,
Good morning, Carla. Good morning. Well, what I do have is the 60-year-old brain just kicked in. The movie is called Circle of Friends, and it's not Minerva.
mhm.
It's um, a Mini Driver. See, so I took like Mini and Driver and mixed it together and made it her first new name, which is Minerva. So Mini Driver.
I like Mini Driver.
Too. I like
Yeah.
her better now as Minerva, but yeah.
Also
So
known as Minerva.
maybe one of those. And let me tell you, everybody, the chai tea has kicked in. Woo! All right.
Woo!
Um, Opening. This is kind of exactly what Laura was talking about. Opening your heart, opening up your heart and mind together, mixing those two pieces, shifting the energy from here and opening it down to here. Sometimes I think, and I've talked about this so many times, that I think in today's world, we tend to have this talk to this instead of this talk to this.
Yeah.
And what an interesting switch if we can have that opening of that heart. And opening to me is also about a new chapter. So I don't know about you, Laura, but that this full moon and lunar eclipse, that was a doozy.
Oh,
That
yeah.
was a big one. So I think an opening of what shifted out of that is good.
Mhm.
So there you have it. There you have it. So I hope that resonates. And I'm using Denise Lynn's soul coaching oracle cards. I've been using those a lot lately. So there you have it. All right. Questions, you guys. Hello, Dawn. Thanks for being here.
Fun.
Being here. Oh, that was a great movie. It was a great movie. It was a great movie with Minerva.
I don't know if I've ever seen I don't know if I've ever seen that. I want to watch it.
Yeah, it's a really good. Let's see if I can pull it up.
Yeah.
Circle of Friends. Okay. Yeah, and here's the Circle of Friends.
Okay.
Made in 1995. It's a long time ago. Long time
Oh
ago.
my gosh.
Maybe you can find it on an 8-track. No. Okay.
Right?
Anybody have any questions that you'd like us to take a look at? And like Laura said, even if it is you know, educational
Mhm.
kind of questions, like what do I do with my intuition? How do I ground it more? Are we all mediums?
Yeah.
That kind of stuff. ICP Chemist says, where does my intention energy need to be this week?
Okay.
Hmm.
Let's put some cards for that. Where does your attention and energy need to be? Okay. I like the way you pose that question. That's actually
It's a good
a good one. Alrighty. So let me see. Interesting. So I got the moving on card coming up. Now remember I mentioned earlier with the blue border? All right, this is about mental energy, about mental focus. So this might indicate that it's time to shift what your focus is mentally. All right. So what have you been focusing on a lot? In the last, I don't know, it feels like the last 10 days, perhaps 8 days, something like that, where you might already be feeling intuitively that it's time to maybe shift that or look at it in a different way or reframe it. That's probably a better way of saying it. Something about reframing something that you've been thinking about, considering, or focused on for the last like just over a week, it probably feels like. So, not that that wasn't valid, whatever it is that you were going through, whatever it is that you were focused on, but just it may be time to reframe. So I hope that helps. What do you have, Elias?
Well, it's funny that how many times did Laura say the word focus? So, really interesting. So
Yeah.
as she was talking, I'm like, well, give me another card because she's saying focus, and I'm going to say a lot of what Laura's saying. But
Yeah.
here's an interesting card that came right next to it: impeccability.
Ooh, wow.
This is a pretty card too. Impeccability. Do you see all the detail in this picture? Do you see to be impeccable with what you say, impeccable what you're focusing on, really to um, it's almost like I want to say that you're kind of what Laura was hinting at. It's like you're fine tuning the focus. You're really being really, I almost want to say hyper focused on this and make sure that it's done. You do it, you check all the boxes, you dot all the I's, you cross all the T's, that kind of a thing. So
Yeah.
that's what I get from this.
Good cards. Great.
Karen has a question. Wondering if a move out of state is in the cards anytime soon.
Let's frame that question differently. Let's say, like, what do you need to know about a move out of state? That might be more helpful. So, all right. So I pulled two cards for you. So one of the things here is about right now. What your focus is working out the details. All right. So that's your focus right now. Okay. And also to know that whatever it is that you're working on right now, as far as focusing on making that move, is going to result in something something soon. And intuitively here, I feel like summertime. I don't know why. I feel like August or something like that. So I'm curious if that's what's happening. But it does feel like whatever you're doing now or very soon will be resulting in some kind of movement forward with your goal to move out of state. So I don't know, I feel summer. What do you feel, Elias? Do you
I
feel
felt the same thing because
yeah.
right before you said it, kid you not, this is how you can tell I'm an only child, everybody. Because I'll wait till Laura takes a sip of that first. That's
Okay.
fine. I wait.
I know where you're going with that. So I'm just going to put it down.
All I heard was like summertime and the mood is easy. So,
So you heard that, huh?
yeah. Welcome to my world. It's almost like Laura was saying summertime, but it feels to me like when I look at the calendar, I see like the last week of August, the first week of September.
Yeah.
Odd, right? Really odd. And look at the two cards that I pulled as well. It's energy and fulfillment. So
Nice.
kind of going with what Laura is saying is that we're in sync today. Must be the luck of the Irish. I think
the Greek Irish.
Irish. Greek Irish. Crazy. Oh, too much in here. There's too much in here. So Sharon says, yes, summer is what I have felt as well. Okay, excellent. Let's see. So Dawn's gonna rephrase. Oh, look at Eleni is trying to really have me look at that and look at my Greek and go, okay, let's see how much Greek lessons I remember. Kalimera sas. That means good morning to all of you. So thank you, Eleni, because what time is it in Greece now? It's nighttime in Greece.
I thought you were talking about a recipe or something at first.
Yeah.
Sauce or something. What is that?
Really good. It's delicious. You can make it every morning. Okay. Let's see. We'll go here. How can I concentrate on organizing and focusing? Paperwork, taxes, deadlines.
Yes. Okay. Wow. All right. Here we pull it. Okay. Yeah. It's interesting, Ellen. I keep seeing like breaking it up into 4 pieces. So Yeah, I don't know if there's like 4 categories of organizing you have to do, or there's 4 steps that you're kind of imagining this is going to be. Kind of break it down into 4 pieces, and you don't have to do it all in one day. That's what I keep seeing here. It's just gonna let this be a full, like, allow the full week or close to a full week to make this happen. Um, yeah, I know. I understand. I understand that completely. What do you have, Elias?
Well, it's interesting because this card came up, courage.
Mhm.
And I think it's about looking at sometimes we don't jump into something or we procrastinate because the fear comes up, it's overwhelming or whatever. So, what
Right.
is it that you need to look at? Um, it's rough waters, right? You have the courage, Ellen, to do what you need to do. You're an organized woman. So, make a to-do list. And like Laura said, break it up in four. Do like four stages almost.
Yeah.
Something like that. Something
Mhm. And you know, once you get rolling, you're gonna be like, "Why didn't I just get this done earlier?" Because it's not
like
as I feel like you're projecting, like, how hard it's gonna be. Um,
a lot.
yeah.
ICP says thank you. Nancy says I feel stuck in my everyday path.
Hi, Nancy.
Hi,
Good to see
Nancy.
you here. Okay. All right. So what do you need to know about your everyday path? All right. Okay. Okay. Da-da-da-da. All right. Oh, interesting. Okay. Um, 2 cards for you, Nancy. First card is the solar plexus card. This is all about confidence in in moving forward, in knowing what you know, knowing what's true for you. All right. So that's what's coming up first of all. It's interesting. The truth card comes up as well. So this is about, weighing what you know and not reading too much into, like, not expanding upon what you know, like what's right in front of you. What's the truth that's sitting right in front of you? What's the truth about what you want in your life? What's the truth about how you want to spend, just, I wouldn't even look further out, just like, how do you want to spend the rest of this year? Like, how much do you want to, where do you want to spend your time? What do you want to focus on with your life? And to have the confidence to make those changes. So it's sticking to the truth of what you know, is right for you. Okay. Um, yeah, so that's the thing, is focusing on, like, I feel like that's really important for you. It's just what's right for you. What's
Mhm.
right for you. Okay, what do you have, Elias?
And taking action on it. Just like instead of just sitting
Yeah.
there going, okay, now what? Okay, just and I want to be really gentle but blunt with this at the same time. Just do something. And I don't mean that in a mean way, but I know that I get stuck and I'm like, well, now what? And guys,
Mhm,
I'm just gonna tell you guys what I did. And I hope this relates to you, Nancy. Um, I was on TikTok almost every day. I was on TikTok every day, like going and going and going. I'm like, okay, I've got to get, this is going to get more followers and this is going to do this. And I wasn't creating anything new. I
mhm,
wasn't creating new videos. I didn't have time to do it. I wasn't creating new workshops. I didn't have time for it. I was so hyper focused on this one thing. And my fear stopped my action of pulling back and going, wait a second. You could batch 4 videos in one day, put those up one a day. You can get on TikTok once, twice a week, or how you feel like. Why are you stuck on a schedule? No
mhm.
one says you have to do a schedule. And
Right.
because of that, I came up with new workshops.
Good.
So it's doing something, Nancy. I hope it's that action step. Set one thing to do and just do it. Just do it.
Mhm.
Set your mind and do it. Okay.
Yeah, even if it's a small action towards
Right.
what you feel like where you feel like you're going, what you need to do, even a small step in that direction is
Right.
helpful. Okay.
Hi, Isabel. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Mary Jane, how can I focus on myself instead of worrying about others around me? Mm,
That's a good one. That's an important one, actually. That's
mhm.
hard to shift that. Um, Especially with, okay, so, again, a little tough love here, Mary Jane. Um, when you're focusing, when you're worrying too much about others around you, now there's a light side of this, meaning you care for people, you want life to be good for them, right? The shadow side of that is control. Why you want to control other people's lives? Is it because of your own concerns about them? Is it your own anxiety kicking in, and you're trying to manage everybody around you so you don't have to worry about feeling what they're feeling and what they're going through? So yeah, I'm a little tough with that. I'm sorry, just a wee bit here. So it feel like you're on the verge here of um, starting to make choices for you. Okay. And not that you're turning your back on anybody, but that it's just a realization that you can't control every aspect in your life, and you can't control other people, what other people choose to do, what their own circumstances are. And then if you can focus on you, and not to say that you don't focus on anybody at all, that's not what I'm saying here, but a little more attention on you and what you need, and not feeling guilty about it. All right. Um, because what I'm seeing here, this when this card comes up, this you see this gentleman turning away from what his focus has been, right? And the four is about foundation. It's about rebuilding a foundation for you. You are the foundation for your own life. You're the one who makes the choices, and choosing where you put your focus and your energy and everything. You are the foundation for your own positive life. And when you can do that for yourself, you remember that for others around you. So if you feel like you're trying to control situations around you or people around you, and they're not making the right choices, or they need to be making better choices, and you're kind of like worrying about them all the time, um, think of it more as mirroring what you feel is healthy, so that they can also, it's a lot of times people have to see somebody else do that in order to realize that that's what they need to do for themselves as well, and to um, be a more positive example for them. So I hope that makes sense, Mary Jane. All right. What do you have, Elias? I know I got a little long-winded with
No,
that.
no, that's good. It's good because mine is kind of like
Yeah.
going to be blunt as well.
Mm,
Look at this card, Mary Jane, delight. And I'm going
yeah.
to ask you this question. When you do something, how does this serve me? Am I enjoying what I'm doing, or is it an obligation?
Mm,
So, I was going to talk about this a little later, but coming up sometime on my website, I think I'm going to get an answer soon because something just popped up, meaning that the website person's working on it. I'm going to have a quiz. It's a free quiz to figure out if you're one of the four mind trappers: people pleaser, control freak, perfectionist, or fixer. And I've been all four, just so you all know. And it's really important to say to yourself, how does this serve me?
mm,
What am I getting out of this? So think about, is this done in pure delight?
mhm.
So there you have it. And thank you all for being here, guys. If we didn't say this before, if you just came on, please make sure that you follow us on YouTube, like and subscribe on YouTube. We'll appreciate that. Um, let's see. Gail says my hermit days are over. What's next?
Good. Oh, that's nice.
You know, without even pulling a card, Gail, I'm seeing travel. Like I'm seeing traveling, and
Nice. The suitcase.
that's what that's what I've got. Travel, travel.
Hmm. Yep. I'm feeling the same thing. Yeah. And don't be surprised. I know you said your hermit days are over. Don't be surprised if you have moments, or even half days, or you might, I don't know, I feel like one step back here occasionally. So don't feel like you're going back, if you have a few of those moments sprinkled out through the coming months here, where you kind of feel like you need a hermit day, whatever that means. So I don't know why I'm seeing that, but just know it's not, you're not regressing. All right. It's just more of a self-care kind of thing. Let's see what else. Oh,
Eleni, should I keep trying with my crush?
hmm.
Hmm.
Let me just shuffle here because my cards are all. Oh my goodness. All right. Um,
Hmm.
You keep trying. What do we need? What do you need to know about the situation with your crush? So we're gonna look at it that way. What do you need to know about this situation, Eleni? All right. Okay. Okay. So the card I have coming again, the solar plexus card. All right. So when this comes up here, it's this might indicate that okay, is the focus on your crush bringing up like is it bringing up more anxiety than it's bringing up feeling um grounded and in a joyful space? Is it more, I mean, I want to say it, allow that, whatever that is that you're feeling, to kind of guide you into what direction to go with here. So if it's bringing more angst and anxiety than joy and foundational, like just feeling safe, in some way, emotionally or otherwise, then I don't know. I don't know why I need to say that. So I'm hoping that'll make sense once you hear those, once that answer comes to you. What do you have, Elias, for her?
Look at this card.
Mm,
Very interesting. Swan energy is all about graceful surrender. Notice that it's winter. Winter is all about introspection. Notice that there's also butterflies, but white butterflies. So, there is that purity of going within, being silent, and just waiting. And what that waiting is, what you're giving out, is it being returned? And if it's not being returned, you know, you're a strong Greek woman, strong Greek woman. It's time to
yeah.
see what happens. See what happens.
Mhm. Yeah. Good answer. All
Good
right.
morning, Susan. Carson, Meredith. What a good Irish name, Meredith. Almost like Minerva. Meredith would like a card for what does she need to know about getting out of the dating world after 11 years? Wow.
Oh, wow. All right. Congratulations. 11 years.
Hmm.
Okay. What does Meredith need? All right. So when this card comes up here, now it says obstacle and challenges, but don't worry about that. What this means often is that, there might be, it may not be like the smoothest road here going back into the dating scene. So don't let that just deter you from this. Okay. So just remember, just focus on the light right here. Focus on that light. So yeah, so just don't lose hope on this. It just may mean that there might be some speed bumps, I guess. The
Hmm.
best I can say. Okay. What do you have, Elias?
And be gentle with yourself. Do you see it says surrender? Uh, Dear medicine is always very feminine and it's all about gentleness. So there isn't like waterfalls here, it's a gentle stream. Just
Go with the
with,
flow.
yeah, go with the flow, be with your emotions and just ease into it. Ease into it. Okay, we have time for one more. Um, Kelly, happy St. Patrick's Day. Ren, good to see you. Susan says, I call my sister and she says, I'll call you back, and she never does. Why does this make me sad?
Oh, of course, because you're disappointed, right? Yeah, I can understand that. Um, I'm curious if there's something going on with your sister, that has nothing to do with you. I don't know why I keep seeing that, but I just, for some reason, it's not you.
Hmm.
Um, so what I would turn this around as like, rather than why does this make me sad? It's like, of course, this is your sister, this is a sibling, but why? Oh, and I don't mean to make light of it, about the connection with your sister, but why are you why are you attached to the fact that she's not calling you back? Like what's up with that? Why is that bothering you? And it's not, I'm not pointing fingers at you with this, and I'm not being, it's just more of like an introspective kind of thing. Like, why is this, what's being triggered within you in the fact that your sister's not calling you back? Like, what's going on? I'm curious, like what comes to mind? Are there memories that you had, as from childhood, or previous interactions with her where you might have felt invalidated in some way, and the fact that she's not calling you back makes you feel invalidated again. There's something about that that I keep seeing here. So I would look at it more of less of that she's not calling you back. It's like, why do you feel the way you're feeling? What's the another two words that can come behind the word sad? Like two other words, and it might take some journaling or introspection with that. And what does that attach to? Is it attached to a previous experience? Are you feeling invalidated? There's something like that. And to find ways to release that and work through it through journaling, maybe counseling, things like that. Now, of course, you're disappointed that your sister's not calling you back. I get that. But I feel like it's an opportunity to kind of understand, to unpack some things that might have been rooted in childhood. And yeah, it just feels like it's undermining your confidence in yourself. So I see it as an opportunity to kind of work through some stuff. What do you see, Elias?
Um, it's interesting. So this card, I shuffled and then I was like, well, that doesn't make sense. And I shuffled again and it came out again. So clearly emerging. So really like, kind of just, do you see butterflies again, right? All about transformation. So there's a shift happening, and maybe the shift is happening over here. Let's see, you can see my thumb, but you can't see my four other fingers. So think that it's like there's something in the works, but you don't know the whole thing. So it's just like be
Mhm.
patient.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. I think there's something going on with the sister, and just kind of let that unfold.
Yeah.
But yeah, just but why is this bothering you so deeply? And then, not to say I'm not saying your feelings aren't valid at all. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that at all, but it's an invitation. I like to think of it as an invitation to kind of like dive in and see, why are you feeling this way? Yeah.
Hello, everyone. Thanks, Elias. You answered my question without even asking it. Okay, awesome. Great. I love when that happens. Last one, guys, and then we'll tell you what's going on with us. And then
Yeah.
we're here every Monday. So may I please have a card regarding what I should focus on this week? Thanks.
Okay.
Okay.
Cool. All right. What does Kelly need to focus on this week? Ooh, interesting. The base chakra comes up here. It's about the physical world. What do you need to focus on in the physical world? Sometimes this might actually mean like your physical body. Is there something that you've been putting off that you need to focus on with that? Or it could be your physical space, something that foundationally is something that you interact with every day. So I'm curious, what is it that you've been putting off that you need to focus on this week?
And whatever it is, be committed to it.
Yeah.
Make a commitment to it. Just
Mhm.
say, yes, I'm going to. So whatever, it's interesting. I hear procrastination, whatever you've been putting off, just, be committed to doing it. Here's an interesting thing too. Did you ever, Laura, notice when people are like, I'm trying to do this, I'm trying to do it, I'm going to try to do this. But the moment they say, I am committed to doing it, it changes the whole vibration, right?
Yeah.
But I'm going
Mhm.
to try and learn more about my psychic abilities. I'm committed to learning more is different than I'm trying. So
Yeah.
very different, very different. And if
Yeah.
we didn't get to you guys this week, guys, so sorry. Come join us next week. Laura, what do you got going on? What's coming up for you?
Well, I'm coming to see you next week. So I'm excited. Woohoo. So yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
I'm excited too. And that's the 28th, 29th, and 30th. We're going to be on retreat. Now, if you're in the Washington or Oregon state and you want to see Laura, myself, Lisa Nolan Chalowski, and Ginger, we are going to be doing a 2-hour mediumship demonstration at 3:30 at Skamania Lodge. And that is open to the public. So the tickets are available on the website. You'd have to go to the retreat, the mindset of love, and then when you just keep on clicking, and when you get there, it'll say there's a drop down, and it'll say a bonus event only, and
Yeah.
that's your ticket. Or you could buy tickets at the door. We're going to be in the Adams conference room, but come join us. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you get to see all four of us for 2 hours. So come join us if you're in the area. That'd be great.
Very good.
Carson's like, woo woo. I'm committed to getting my spring cleaning moving. Thank you.
There you go.
Good, good.
And
Uh,
then Susan said, "I feel like I'm not important to her." Yeah, so it's triggering something within you. My feeling is that there's something she's focused on that she just, for whatever reason, doesn't have the bandwidth right now, and it doesn't feel personal to you for some reason, from her side, but it feels very personal to you. So, yeah, kind of, yeah, dig into that a little bit. All right.
and
Yeah.
Susan
Okay.
says, "Thank you." And Eleni says, "Right now, I feel
Yeah.
it needs time, so I've been waiting for the right time." Okay,
Yeah.
excellent, excellent.
There you go.
Well, guys, we are here every Monday at 9 a.m. Pacific, 12 noon Eastern. Again, please follow, like, subscribe to our YouTube channels. Follow, like, and subscribe to our Facebook. Follow us, and we're both on the TikTok and Instagram. And Laura, don't you have something coming up out east?
What do I got coming up? Oh, I'm going to be in Delaware in April, in just like 3 weeks or so. So 3 events in April in Delaware. So come on down.
Something with the journey within?
Oh, Friday night. Thank you. You're so good. I totally forgot. Yes, Friday night online, a demonstration of mediumship with myself and Joe Shield, who's a spirit artist. So he'll actually be drawing your loved ones from the spirit world. And so there's 3 mediums on Friday night. So come on over. You can either go to my website. It's on the homepage of my website. You'll see it there. But it's like $10. So come on over. Come
Such a
online
beautiful
Friday
thing.
night.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and it's online. So from the
So,
comfort of your home in pajamas.
yeah, exactly.
Thank you, person. Well, thank you all for being here. Remember, everyone, you are all born intuitive. You just have to tap in.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Have
Have
a
a
good
great week, everyone. Happy St. Patrick's Day.
I won't do the Irish accent as I leave. So
Not either. I'm not doing that either.